Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And the first question comes from my brother from another mother, Melvin Bailey, 9686 in Melvin States. What's up, brother Nuke? Who are you picking in the upcoming AJ versus Ngannou fight? I've got AJ by late knockout. Salute. Now, I have to agree with this. I think Anthony Joshua will win this fight and will win big and by knockout. Obviously, when you look back at Ngannou, he had a great performance against Tyson Fury. At the end of the day, we've seen Tyson Fury even dropped by journeymen like Steve Cunningham. A lot of people don't know that about Fury. So at the end of the day, I was impressed with Ngannou's performance. But when he's in the heavyweight division, facing an elite heavyweight with elite power, he's going to go to sleep. He does not know how to protect himself at this level in boxing. Anthony Joshua will destroy him at some point in this fight. But look, let's keep it going. The next one comes from Brian, and he states, do you think all the champions at 140 pounds will actually fight each other? No. And this is what I mean. There's two guys at 140, I believe, that'll fight anybody. And that's Teofimo, and the second guy is Matthias. I think those two guys are willing to fight anybody. They're always asking for the smoke. So I respect those guys. Now, when you come to a guy like Devin Haney, he's already made it clear that he's not going to fight the champions. He's all about money and is only about big money, big fights. So he just wants names. That's why he was more focused on Ryan Garcia than Matthias. That's why he's focused on Ryan Garcia than Teofimo. Anybody with money is all he care about at this stage in his career. He's made it clear he's not trying to go undisputed again because there's no George Kambosos at 140 pounds. But look, let's keep it going. And the next one comes from my brother, the 5,000-year-old ancient alien mummy, and he states, Nuke, how do you feel about John Boxing saying that Boots Ennis is a generational talent, but Inoue isn't? Now, this is what's interesting to me. I didn't believe that he said this. I just could not believe this. I mean, how stupid do you have to be to say something like this? So I went to his channel, I checked it out, and he did say it. He said that Inoue's overrated, and then he said Jaron Ennis is a generational talent. This is a Jaron Ennis who's never been a world champion, who was handed a belt, and to no fault of his own, but that's just the facts. And then when you look at Inoue, he's a 4-weight world champion, 2-time undisputed, had to get it out the mud. What are we talking about here? And he's overrated? Why, this guy, John, he's a notorious racist. This guy is always going on and making a difference between black and every other race of boxers. That's why he's disrespecting Inoue to pump up Boots Ennis. I mean, this guy tried to debate me once. He came over to my channel, got slaughtered, and he had Tank's nuts all on his breast. So we already know John Boxing is racist and delusional. But look, let's keep it going. The next one comes from my brother Jay, and he states, Nuke, where are all the fans that kept pushing Canelo to go to 160 and fight Triple G when he was at 154? And how come they don't push Benavidez to move to 175 with that same energy? Now, look, let me break it down. First off, we all know that those are not fans. Those are Canelo Alvarez haters. They wanted Canelo to move up from 154 to 160 to get beat by Triple G. They said, oh, Triple G looks like a beast at 160. We want him to whoop Canelo's ass. That was that whole push from all of those haters. Had nothing to do with Canelo going to be great. They don't like Canelo. They do this all the time. They never pushed Triple G to go from 160 to 168. Nobody ever pushed Triple G to do a damn thing. He fought literally his entire career at 160 and only moved up for a payday with Canelo. That was it. So don't ever tell me that these haters keep the same energy. They don't. And think about it like this. When it comes to David Benavidez, this man missed weight. The WBC ranked him as the #1 fighter in the WBC and lined him right up with the fight with Artur Beterbiev at 175. What did David Benavidez do? He petitioned to go back down to 168 like the coochie he is. But nobody keeping the same energy. There's no push. David can just talk out of his ass all he wants. But Artur Beterbiev is still there. Nobody ran from this smoke. I just think it's funny because it's nothing but a double standard. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.